The low-tier gameplay is atrocious because the basics of the gameplay frustrate me. High-tier gameplay is shit, as it has always been shit in any other wargaming product or any other game of this type. Because it is literally the final frontier of this game. It is put behind such a massive grind wall that the developers don't actually sit down and think about it. Like, it's just put up there and say, oh, we'll iron it out in, like, fucking 2 years after people are actually playing it. We don't have to worry about it. We just have to worry about the lower tiers. We have to worry about hooking people in and giving them, like, making them give us money.
Die Schlacht beginnt.
So, if I don't like the game on its initial, on its, you know, on its base merits, and I don't like the game even after it's become more complex, why am I playing the game? Well, this guy wants me to go to C, so I'll go to C. I suppose that's a question for me to, and getting back onto that, I suppose it's just a question for me to ask myself after I finish this part of this thing and get that 10-point captain. I don't think there's really a point for me to sit here and play this game anymore. I think I might be done. I think this might be it. And besides, I think you guys are quite done having me complain in your ear about everything in this game. Right or wrong, just the sound of my voice whining is probably enough for you guys. So, maybe this is a time where I should put down the boats and stop, or at least for a little while. Maybe think about anime boats. Yes, the anime boats. I just have to forge my Admiralty papers and, get into my own command there. That'll happen sometime down the road after everything is finished. After everything initially on my plate right now is over and done with, which, as I said earlier, might look like it was going to be by the end of this month. But yeah, some surprises came up, and now we don't really have it. Now that's kind of in doubt. We're still kind of scrambling around looking to actually do what we need to do, but now we don't have a solid date anymore. So, well, that's going to put a lot of the other things on hold, because after all of that gets done, I'm probably going to have a lot more time and a lot more energy to sit down and really edit the ever-loving fuck out of these things, because I know people like my videos because of the cheeky editing. I know I'm a meme lord. I know that's why you guys watch my videos. And I want to give you that stuff, because I make myself laugh with that. That's the whole, that's kind of the whole point of me creating things. I make things that make me laugh, and then just sort of share them in the hopes that it makes other people giggle. And for the most part, it has. But I don't think you guys want to hear me complaining about how shit the game is at this point. So, as cathartic to some of you as that might be, who share similar frustrations, I am by no means an expert in the game, and so a lot of this is going to come off as useless conjecture by some fucking noob who doesn't know how to play the fucking game properly. No citadels on the fucking Atlanta. And the flamethrowers just started kicking up dust. And now everybody on the enemy team can see me. And now I've done it again, guys. Ah, there's the citadel. However, now I'm taking 80 billion shots worth of fire from literally everything, but it's my own fault anyway because I stalled out here. So that's the thing. This game isn't accommodating to me either. I know that's a lot to ask out of a game, and kind of casually, or I suppose in the vein of a casual player, to expect the game to cater to you on a base level, but however, it's kind of like wearing glasses. When a game does that, or when a game can properly sort of cater to your initial impulses, or your initial impulses and your base desires, Sorry, that's mumble.
Feueralarm!
I was already in dead. What the fuck is going on there? But yeah, like I was saying, if I can actually make it out of here. The issue being, when you can do that, when the game actually caters to you and sort of wraps around you like a nice, comfortable glove, you can do a lot more, and you'll have a lot more fun. Honestly, I haven't found a game like that yet in my entire life. I don't have a game that really does that for me, and it's probably why I'm not an MLG awesome, you know, 420 Blazed player in really any other multiplayer setting, because I don't think I've actually found the game that really does that for me. Which is strange, but I suppose not entirely uncommon. I do still like playing video games, it's just that the ones that I like are usually single-player games, and the multiplayer ones I'm not terribly good at, or at least I'm good at just enough to get a laugh and then not really competitive level. Because most of them tend to be team games as well. Like this one, and I use team game in massive hyphens, and also I'm gonna put that fucking fire out because I'm out of fucking hit points. Can I get out of the Cleveland's line of fire, please? Well, at least his shells don't have enough fucking penetration to hit me at this range. Or at least fucking, you know, like, damage me considerably. Oh look, a Warspite. They bounce. Warspite, you don't have any armor. What are you doing bouncing shells? He's gonna get nuked by torpedoes because he made the mistake of wanting to actually play the game! Ha ha! You see? That's where you failed! And one shot right through the conning tower. You've made a terrible, terrible mistake. You came into this game expecting fun. And now, well, now you lost half of your health to a destroyer. But it's okay, I made the same mistake. That's why I have a 10% of my health. I lost it to the entire enemy team. So now I'm just gonna poke at you with HE to make sure the job gets done. Yep. Only splashed a fucking water line, but I managed to get 2 defenses. But now I'm out of range, so I'm gonna slow down. And also that's Cleveland's creeping back up on me. And also I've hit the map boundary. Oh, Jesus. I'm kind of mad. I don't even know why I'm laughing at this point. I just sound like a manic retard switching between complaining, frustration, and then giggling at stupid shit. I sound like I should be locked in a fucking solitary confinement cell. I'd like to move, please. I'd like to get out of the danger zone, please. I'd like to avoid getting shot to death by the Cleveland. I can probably citadel him if I believe really hard and really hard in the heart of the cards, but I'm not holding my breath. And now here comes the high explosive. You couldn't just sit there and be content with uselessly shooting me with HE repeatedly. Or you're uselessly shooting me with HE repeatedly. He couldn't just be a sport. And right over the fucking boat. These are all going to hurt. Hey! All of them missed. There's a battleship on my left who's going to kill me before I even really get a chance to really do serious damage to this Cleveland. The shells are already coming in. They're already... Even now, they're coming in! Once again, I am in a situation to where I can't actually stand against this entire team, nor can I get away because Graf Spee. I'd like to find the center of the boat, please. I'd like to find Cleveland's heart. Just to annoy you. After my imminent demise is finished, you're going to have to deal with those. And also, now I twisted out of that. Nuremberg is still shooting at me. He's showing his broadside. Now's my chance! Wow. Game, you just hate me, don't you? That's his secondary guns. Now we wait! Once again, zoom back out here and see that, yes, there is just one really solid line that no one is actually going to penetrate. They're just going to sit around, sailing in circles repeatedly, shooting HE at each other, until eventually there are no more ships left on one side. That's the whole game. I suppose it's battleship warfare in a nutshell, but honestly, I expected more. And as you can see here, the Graf Spee is literally the farthest ship out from everything. I wonder why. I'm not even gonna make that much money. And honestly, at this point, honestly, I'm not even paying attention to my money in this game. You see, that grind for currency, like that need for whatchamacallit, that need to play the game and play individual matches to garner up money to buy new things, I don't have. I don't have it. I haven't had it in fucking months. Probably an entire year with this game. I have 15 million credits, which is 3/4 of the way there to a tier 10. I don't have a tier 10. Or have any want to actually get a tier 10. Or any of the ships that I can buy with currency in the game. None of them appeal to me. The only thing that appeal to me are the special snowflakes. This is par for the course, of course, with this sort of game. I do the same thing in World of Tanks. I have ridiculous amounts of premiums in comparison to regular tree tanks because a lot of the regular tree tanks don't actually appeal to me. Hopefully that changes with Sandbox, because that's the last hope I have with this fucking game. It just needs to actually get here sometime within the next fucking century, because we tested that shit last summer. It was fantastic, but they just took it away and just sat there in silence until now. The Phase 2 is apparently coming, but we still have to wait for that. That still doesn't have a date. I will put all of my autism into showing you all of that shit, because that's actually fucking fun. I'm thinking about playing the mouse under those balance conditions right now, like I did during the first phase, and trying to transpose it over World of Warships. It is literally everything that I cannot do in World of Warships come alive in World of Tanks. So hopefully that will be the true finest hour of my autism. But I don't think I'm going to get it in World of Warships anytime soon. And hopefully, whatchamacallit. But, however, in addition to that, Balance 2.0 for Armored Warfare is apparently coming out sometime in February. So, that'll be another thing to look at, because they've changed things around considerably. Penetration and damage was normalized across all the tiers, so not everything is fucking ridiculous, and armor matters a lot more, which is something that I like, because armor is chance. Armor gives me the chance that I will actually avoid damage and be able to affect the battle as an individual, which is something you don't have in World of Warships, because HE shells fucking ignore all forms of armor, and fire damage is cancerous and unavoidable. The line is now closing, however, the enemy is running out of ships, so they're basically done. It's just going to be a very slow, wasting assault. This Graf Spee is actually probably going to get this Cleveland. Come on, get him. Get him. Good man. And he managed to survive. How about that? Well, that'll be it for us. See, now you got a bunch of cruisers just sort of sitting around over there shooting HE repeatedly at a boat until it dies. That's the entire game. That's it. And I'm really disappointed with this game because of that. The whatchamacallit, I need to find a new autism game. Because I already had one of these. I already had one of these moments with this game. I have a really, really fiery love-hate relationship with this game. I already had one of these moments beforehand when it was grinding for the anime boats, which I decided not to do because I wanted to kill myself about halfway through it. Because I came to this point already, because I was sitting there and I was wondering, why in God's name I'm actually playing this game if everything frustrates the ever-loving shit out of me? And that's why I didn't grind for the anime boats, but I got most of them anyway while playing Graf Spee. Huh, okay. That's task 1 completed. That's 3 chips. We got 1 more chip to go. So let's see if we can actually get it. And then I might actually call this. I don't think I'm actually going to continue because I don't really see the point in going onwards, because yay, more premium ships. Actually, that might be it. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. Don't need you. Play 1 more game, then we got our 10-point captain, and then the Graf Spee can basically just sit there with all of my other boats, I suppose. I don't think I'm actually going to continue on with the Christmas convoys. I mean, that premium skin would be nice, but it's only going to be useful if I actually play the fucking game, which I'm not going to. Or at least I don't think so, like, routinely, and in actually able to grind anything, because I'm not grinding anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm just playing matches over and over again, and none of the meta game actually interests me, because there's nothing to work for anymore. I have everything that I need. I've lost the craving for success! Or really, I suppose the craving for advancement in this game, because I know that there's nothing there for me. I suppose this is a strange moment for everybody. And anybody who plays video games, the point where you sort of grow up a little bit and realize that not that video games are pointless. Video games are fun, they're entertaining. But the point where you grow up while you're playing a game and you realize that there really isn't much left for the game to offer you. So I suppose we're going to sail on to greener pastures after this. Nothing like a Grindfest to make you realize that, make you sit and reconsider whether or not you like to play a game, or you like a game. I suppose that's the true test, isn't it? That's not something I expected to come to while I was doing these kinds of series. I do like these series because I do like playing these games when there's a point. But, well, I suppose I've finally realized that outside of carriers, I don't really like this game all that much. So I suppose they're going to call me back when it's time to it's time to play the Shinano, or maybe some of the crazier aviation battleships. I don't really know. I don't really know what'll actually bring me back into this game for at least recording. Honestly, I could play stupid rounds over and over again, or just like rounds in isolation over and over again. But as for what I could do for my channel, or what for entertaining you guys, I don't actually think that would I don't think that would be productive. It's kind of sad to think that I'll be abandoning Yugen after this. She's a good girl. She actually made this Grindfest bearable, I'd say, after, you know, even after the really, really rocky start. We actually managed to... I think I know how to play her a little bit better now, or at least competently. Aside from this boat. This boat is... This is a special snowflake that I don't really have the spirit for anymore. It's not that I hate it. It's a bit frustrating, but I know if I actually had something to work for in contest with it, if there was something that I could do with this boat other than just play these random battles over and over and over again, I know I would want to master this boat and continue playing it. Other than that, though, because I don't have anything other than that, I don't really have the energy or see the point in really mastering it. Even though I get ahead of myself so goddamn quickly. Really? Fuck you. All of them in the water, even though I aimed at the fucking deck line. Thanks, video game. I have a feeling that there are torpedoes here, so I will use hydroacoustic search. Those are going to miss entirely. See? There they are. At least I'm getting better at predicting that shit. My crazy Ivan sense is being honed. You know, for my last battle. Ow. Nothing. What the fuck? I aimed at your deck line and all the shells fly short. What the fuck? Oh look, more. Good thing hydroacoustic search has a timer about 2 minutes. And they all fell short. He doesn't even have the range to actually get me. I'm too fucking slow. That's an odd one. Nope. That was my own aim. Can I get the fucking... Okay. Only 840? What the fuck? He doesn't have that much armor. He's turning again. Okay, you see, that's an actual penetration. Thank you. Oh, great. More boats. And an emerald. Great. Now it would be a swell fucking time for that Sims to actually... You see that? Both fucking... 2 shells dive right into the fucking water. And I'm aiming at basically the midpoint in a ship. I don't fucking understand it. Okay, you see, that's good. I want to go a little bit farther back. Torpedoes in water. Hey, there you fucking go. Finally, a fucking decent hit. Now can we sink them before everything fucking kills us? That is the new question of the hour. Can we do it? Wow. If I die here, I'm just gonna curse the game forever. Well, he's dead. Okay, fantastic. Now for Lady Warspite. Activate repair party because I don't want to lose half my fucking health during this shit. Making myself the most attractive target in the world. Launch torpedoes. Because he's probably not going to divert his course. That's a Texas. They're all going to be looking at me right now. I kind of have to be broadside to the... Oh. Well, at least the Sims helped there. She tried. You know what? You get your ass over here, Warspite. You know what? You just fucking... That's it. Well, I got the Texas. Haha. This is it. This is how we're going out. This is how we're ending the fucking game. Sims, get out of the fucking way. This is my fucking glory moment. Yeah! Oh wait, nope, still got him. You see, the Graf can't even fucking ram for full... God damn it, Warspite. I suppose he had the flags, though, but I didn't have anything prepared to yell, as I do with most of the boats. Honestly, it feels like if I get a ram in the initial stages of captaining a boat, it feels like the boat's gonna be fun for me for a while. that kind of just summed up more or less everything in this game, I think. Just not enough. Not enough oomph behind it. Ugh. Sinking like my enjoyment of this game. Or something poetic like that. And also the fire is still burning the sides of my screen. It's a very nice fire. They probably had some VFX guy working really hard on this. The only problem is, fire's bullshit in this game and it needs to go. But I'm clocking out here, so I suppose my my 2 cents doesn't really matter anymore. Now we wait for this slow fucking noose to form. Just close in around the enemy team, around the battle, around my goddamn neck, so I can get out of here. I wonder what the weather is like in Gensokyo. Sorry, I'm not that far into Tuhu. I can't really make those jokes with a straight face. I'm not killing myself yet. I'm just gonna stop playing a game that I hate. We still got a lot of work to do anyway. For me and this channel. So, I suppose we're closing a chapter here, but, well, there's still pages left in the book. You see, this is all it feels like. This right here. You see, I'm not in there, I'm not listening to all the amazing sound effects, or the amazing, you know, looking at the amazing models and all the details, and, you know, feeling the heat of battle or anything like that. No, basically the whole game is you have to stay out here and just watch everything happen. I actually did the most damage just because I rammed something. Like, that's the most damage I've ever done in this boat, I think, just from ramming a Warspite. Failing to actually ram a Warspite, not even getting the fucking kill. I got second on the team for that. I didn't do fucking anything. Ugh. Well, Captain. Well, I suppose we'll greet him once he actually gets here. Well, Walter Schaefer. Well, my Kameraden, welcome to your coffin. Enjoy your stay. Well, with all that said, like I've been saying, I suppose I'm done. I suppose this is the end of Grindfest. We have everything we need on this boat that I feel like actually getting. I don't know if I'll ever return to World of Warships, but it's been an up and down relationship. I don't think there's any real reason for me to really come back here. It's kind of sad to actually consider that. But maybe one day? I mean, wouldn't want to leave people waiting. But thank you for joining me on this journey nonetheless. I hope it's been fun, or at least entertaining. And I hope I'll be able to continue entertaining you in the years to come. So thank you for watching. Now, about those Admiralty papers.